It was a stormy night with rain lashing against the windows and thunder rumbling in the distance. I had just moved to a new neighborhood and was still getting used to the unfamiliar surroundings. My apartment felt cold and unwelcoming, so I decided to take a walk to clear my mind. As I strolled through the neighborhood, I noticed a large old house at the end of the street. It looked abandoned with overgrown bushes and cracked windows. Curiosity got the better of me and I approached cautiously. To my surprise, the front door was unlocked. I hesitated for a moment, debating whether to go inside. The thrill of exploring an abandoned house overcame my better judgment, and I pushed the door open quietly. The air inside was musty, and the only sound was the creaking of floorboards beneath my feet. I wandered through the darkened rooms, my heart racing with excitement and fear. It felt like I had stepped into another world, frozen in time. Suddenly, a noise from upstairs startled me. It sounded like footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Fear gripped me as I realized I wasn't alone. I tiptoed towards the staircase, hoping to sneak out unnoticed. But before I could reach the door, a figure emerged from the shadows, a tall, gaunt man with wild eyes and a menacing grin. "What are you doing in my house?" he demanded, his voice a low growl. I stumbled backward, trying to explain myself, but he didn't seem to listen. His eyes bore into mine with a mixture of anger and madness. I knew I had made a terrible mistake, but it was too late to turn back. He lunged towards me and I bolted for the door. Adrenaline surged through my veins as I raced through the darkened hallways, the man's shouts echoing behind me. Rain pelted down as I burst through the front door and ran for my life. I didn't stop running until I reached the safety of my apartment. My heart pounded in my chest as I locked the door behind me, grateful to be alive. That night, I couldn't sleep, haunted by the man's chilling glare and the eerie emptiness of the abandoned house. From that day on, I avoided the end of the street where the house stood, haunted by the memory of my terrifying encounter. It taught me a valuable lesson about trespassing and the dangers that lurk in the darkness.